Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to a one-off album review. And this one is a band called Pandora's Box. And the album, Original Sin. Now, Pandora's Box are a female pop band assembled together by the one and only Mr. Jim Steinman in the 80s. Some of its members had worked on the Bat Out of Hell album, and they produced this one-off concept album called Original Sin. Listed members whose photos were put on the album cover were Iain, Caswell, Ellen Foley, who was on Bat Out of Hell, Gina Taylor, Delira Wild, and Jim Steinman and himself, who was listed as the keyboardist. The album credits two more artists with lead vocal songs from Laura Theodore and Holly Sherwood, addition backing vocals performed by Rory Dodd, Eric Troyer, who went on to do ELO 2, and Mr. Todd Rundgren. It's a concept album released in 1989. It was not commercial except in South Africa. A lot of the songs have gone platinum with other artists, and Steinman was said to have been very proud of his songs on this album. So other people that played on here were Eddie Martinez on guitars, Steve Burslow on the bass, Tony Levin, Roy Britton, lots of people that played on Bat Out of Hell on here. Steve Margot Sheese on the piano as well, Jeff Bowe for synthesizers, and Jerry Brad Doyle do some drumming. So, the first track on here is called Invocation, The Chill 1963. It's just a little 21-second thing. It's a bit, oh, and all that sort of thing. So, okay. Then we have the title track, Original Sin, The Natives Are Restless Tonight. Now, this is brilliant. It's one of the best songs on the album. It did appear on Meatloaf's Welcome to the Neighborhood album, but this version is the best without a doubt. By the time Meat got this, his voice was not as strong, and this is one of the best songs that Jim, I think, wrote. Brilliant. Then we have this thing called 20th Century Fox. Now, it starts off with that next thing I was expecting was the Star Wars music. And there's little bits of Foxy Lady in here, Jimi Hendrix, and some Doors as well. It's okay. Then we have Safe Sex, a typical Jim Steinman response song. It's got everything that you'd expect from Jim, especially it's got a very sort of Bat Out of Hell feel to it. Really good track. Now the next track, everyone knows the title of this. It's Good Girls Go to Heaven, Bad Girls Go Everywhere. Meatloaf recorded it, of course. Now this is a little bit more poppy than Meatloaf's version, but I actually prefer this version. I think it is really good. Then we have a Requiem Metal. It's an excerpt from Requiem by Verdi. Bit operatic thrown in there. Then we have one of Jim Steinman's monologues. Yeah, if you've heard one, you've heard them all. It's Coming Back to Me Now. Now, this is certainly a lot better than Celine Dion's version. And it's better than Meatloaf's. This is, the singing on this is, I do believe, Elaine Caswell puts Celine Dion version to think. This is a fantastic version of this song. Then the opening of the box, which is an excerpt from The Storm. I don't know what this is down here. There's a bit of a filler. Doesn't need to be there. Then we have another monologue, this time by Ellen Foley. I don't know what it's doing there. Then they do a little track written by a certain Burt Bacharach and Hal David, and it's My Little Red Book. I don't like this version. Don't know why it's on. Then we have I Just Won't Quit. Another version appeared on a Meatloaf album, but this is the best version of this song. Then we have Prelude, which is a piano solo from Original Sin and a bit of Coming Back to Me and I Just Don't Quit. Why? Pointless. I'm just not bothered with this. That was the last track. Although this album has got some absolutely killer tracks on it, it has got some filler. A little bit unnecessary, but I still like the album, believe it or not, because it's got these songs that Meatloaf and Celine Dion did. These are the best versions, without a doubt. It's not as good as the Bad for Good album, but it's a pretty decent album, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, that's all for today. But you lucky people, tomorrow I'll be back, and it's another video with Richard. And as it's Christmas, we thought we would do a bit of sort of half serious, a bit of some silly stuff, and we're going to pick our top 10 songs by the Wombles. Yes. Written, of course, Mike Batt was behind the Wombles, and there's some interesting people that played on them songs as well. So that's tomorrow, and then Sunday we've got the postponed video that we should have done the other week with Simon, myself and Richard, where we're going to pick our songs that should have been #1 during the 70s. So that's coming up over the weekend. Busy weekend, but then we can start to relax. So have a great day, everyone, and see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.